Hi, I'm Anthony and today I'm going to do a review on the men's Barbour Ashby wax jacket. So this was based on one of the original Barbour Beaufort jackets. Probably around 15 years ago they updated the cut to make it more modern, make it slightly more fitted and appeal to probably a slightly younger audience. What have we got? We've got the traditional Barbour pockets. We've got the really nice hand warming pockets, the expected inside. We have a great tartan lining. We've got the traditional corduroy collar, which is a real classic from a Barbour aspect. We've got raglan sleeve, not the set-in sleeve that the border has. Okay, so one of the things that the Ashby's famous for is that on the inside we've got a zip on here. This zips in a liner to make it warmer for the winter, said liner. The nice thing about this one is, there's two, we'll show you the second one shortly. This one matches the tartan lining on the inside. So if you look at the classic tartan lining, on the inside of the jacket, also on the inside of the liner, that actually matches. So the liner itself uses the same zip and zips in both sides and then it's inside. When you're wearing it, you just literally don't know it's there. So it zips in, sits in nicely and the jacket just becomes considerably warmer. So it's a great thing for the winter. So I'd really recommend one of these. You've two options as well. You can have the one that matches the tartan lining or a polar quilt version. Same idea, zips in again, but instead of the classic tartan lining, in this one we have a fleece lining, perhaps slightly warmer than the classic tartan one, but either are a great addition to making your Barbour jacket warmer for the winter. In addition to the options of the liners, we also have an option of a hood. So on the back here we have 4 press studs which take a hood. Again, really simple to pop on. The 4 buttons clip on 1, 2, 3 and 4, and there's your hood. As you'll notice, it matches the inside of the lining and it also matches the outside colour as you'd expect. There's lots of other wax jackets, navy blue, rustic, black. They all have different linings on the inside, they all have different hoods to match, so the hoods match. One thing to remember, it's a wax cotton jacket and as you wear them, they become like your old friend and they will fade over time as they get more worn in. So this is my 5 or 6 year old jacket and this is a brand spanking new hood out of stock, and you will see there is ever so slightly a colour fade difference. Obviously if you buy them together, the great thing is that they'll age together, so they will, and you'll never have an issue with colour match. When I mentioned before about the fact that the jackets over time will fade as they become more and more worn in, here is my trusty jacket and here is one straight out of stock. It's not a lot, but I just thought it was good to be able to point it out. You can see brand spanking new out of stock, worn for 5 or 6 years. They just fade over time and they just become, in my honest opinion, I think that's nicer than that one. And I love the fact that as you wear them, they sort of become part of the character, and that's just a real thing about a Barbour jacket. It sort of tells its own story sometimes. Another thing that's quite unique to Barbour is that you can get them repaired. So what I mean by that is, quite literally, if you somehow manage to damage the zip, you can send them back to Barbour. For like 120 years, they have constantly repaired things to try and keep them going forever and ever and ever. Catch a pocket, they'll repair it. Tear a sleeve, they'll repair it. Put a new zip in. Literally anything, there's nothing they can't do. We are in our 27th year, and over the years we've had people bring back Barbers that are literally 50, 60, 70 years old, handed down from generations, and they've asked us to say, can we put a new sleeve in, can we do this, can we do that, because they just want to keep it going. They do become a bit of a part of the family in a strange sort of way, and there's nothing Barbour can't do. They can literally rebuild anything out of a jacket. It's quite an incredible sort of process that they do over in the South Shields. Okay, when it comes to sizing, the Ashby is sized extra small to extra, extra large, and we would suggest that they are true to size, stroke ever so slightly small. So I'm always between a medium and a large personally, and my size is a large. So if you're between sizes, you always go up. If you're true to size, you stick to where you are. You'll notice some of the traditional Beaufort border Bedale jackets are back in the chest sizes, so 38s, 40s, 42s, 44. So recommendation there is the other way around. You either take the size that you are, or you go down half a size, because they're quite generous. As I said before, this one's younger, more fitted, so therefore it is just a nudge small. Where do I wear it? Probably is where I don't wear it. I bring this to work with me. I go to London quite a lot for buying. Depending on the weather, if I know it's going to be wet, it's always in my bag. It's a great pub jacket, not going to lie, it's a great pub jacket. Obviously we're in Cumbria, so it does rain quite a lot, so very, very useful, hence the hood as well. Can be worn kind of dressed up or dressed down. They are that sort of authentic piece where you could literally wear it over a suit and look very smart with it, or as I am today, just a polo shirt, t-shirt, casual, and you know, it kind of fits many, many occasions. It's great. I love it.